Hello, and welcome to Tuesday Morning 2. Over the past several weeks, we've been going over a study in the book of Acts, and it's been fascinating as we continue to learn about the early church. There's a passage I want to read to you this morning. It's found in Acts chapter 5, verse 29. This is Peter's response to a bunch of religious and political leaders. And in verse 29, Peter says, "We must obey God rather than man." And we look at this verse a lot and we can kind of get puffed up about this. And you understand that, people can't judge us, only God can judge us. And we're not really going to listen to government or what anybody else tells us to do. And sometimes we can use this verse almost as an excuse to go against what other people say. But really, that's not exactly what's happening here, because Peter says that we must obey God, not man. And in order for us not to get puffed up about this verse and not to get overly excited about this verse, we have to really look at who man is in this verse. Do we qualify? I think so. So when Peter's saying that we must obey God rather than man, we have to put ourselves in that same position. Am I going to do what God desires, or am I going to do what I desire? Those are two conflicting things. And so it's not just I'm going to obey God and I'm not going to obey you. I don't want to listen to you. I'm not going to do the things that you tell me to do. I'm going to obey God. But it's also reflective of ourselves as we say, am I going to obey God, or am I going to do the things that my heart desires, that my flesh desires? So we like this verse, we must obey God rather than man. But it takes on a little different impression when we include ourselves in that definition of man. So who are you going to obey today? Are you going to obey God? Or are you going to obey man? Or are you going to obey your flesh? It's a hard question. Well, I hope you have an awesome week, and I can't wait to see you guys on Sunday morning.